The sky is not the limit, so let's not just aim high.
From the front lines of America's leading political news and opinion, I'm Alex Datig with Front Page Index, and this is another episode of A Few Things You Might Have Missed. When you can spot a political talking point in your sleep, refuse to be an intellectual thug, and insist on ignoring political correctness, you might see things like the uniquely articulate Mark Steyn. Make no mistake about it, Mark Steyn will peel your ears back and let himself be heard, especially on immigration.
The proportions show that about 94% of these non-citizen criminals in U.S. federal prison are illegal immigrants. Why does any country need to import a criminal class? If that is one of the jobs that Americans will do. Americans are happy to murder and rape and sell drugs to each other. You don't need to import other people to do that.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. He's not done yet.
Pelosi has said that we ought to thank the parents of the Dreamers for bringing them here because, as you say, they're better than us. If you listen to people like your previous guest, every single Dreamer is a high school valedictorian just wrapping up his third tour of Afghanistan. They're way better than us. So the only way to get the general depravity rate down in the United States is to import more and more low-skilled immigrants illegally across the Rio Grande. That's the argument Jorge Ramos made. Oh no, you're much safer being in a town of illegal immigrants than you are in a town whose population got off the Mayflower.
Many Americans are a little confused when they hear about progressives, liberal Democrats, and the left. Let Mark Steyn broaden your perspective beyond your imagination.
The fact of the matter is that feminists threw away 40 years of hard work by standing by Bill Clinton. There was the famous Nina Burley line in that she'd gladly perform various services on him in exchange for keeping abortion legal. In other words, to the liberal progressives, 20 years ago, the end justified the pants dropping. And you can't blame Harvey Weinstein and Al Franken and all the other guys for learning the lesson of that.
The scholarly assessment Mark Steyn delivers when liberals turn into potty-mouthed drunk-tards leaves no stone unturned.
I think one of the reasons why Samantha Bee, for example, used the C word is that the F word has been drained of its power.
No, that's exactly
It was when, I believe it was Ken Tynan, I think, who first said the F word on TV on the BBC back in the 60s. The Irish playwright Brendan Behan had done it a couple of years before, but he was so drunk that nobody actually understood that that's the word he had used. So Ken Tynan got the credit for it on the BBC.
And here are a few clips of what Mark Steyn really thinks.
I don't know whether Paul Ryan is going to hell. My vision of hell actually is being trapped on a long elevator ride with Rosie O'Donnell. I agree with the president. I wish he'd formulated it more elegantly, but Haiti is a bleep hole, or whatever you want to call it. We can laugh at her. I thought that. I don't even know what 3 chambers of government mean. Well, I do, because it's like if you're an immigrant, it's in the test. I think the three branches of government are the special counsel, the Broward County Elections Office, and the judge who gave Jim Acosta his press pass back. They're the 3 branches of government.
And don't get him started on Russian collusion.
I've never seen liberals so mad. You would have thought someone lit a cigarette in a restaurant or forgot to recycle. I mean, that level of rage.
You have to take this seriously, Tucker. That Trump punk kid is heading for the electric chair. If it's good enough for the Rosenbergs, it's good enough for this kid. Here, a situation where an Azerbaijani pop publicist is claiming to be the cutout between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump. Now, I'm all for deep cover, but if it is the case that Vladimir Putin knows enough to hire the publicist of an absolutely untalented Azerbaijani pop singer, and I have no disrespect, by the way, I don't want a hate crimes prosecution.
I hope you'll join me for the next episode of A Few Things You Might Have Missed.
You don't get this coverage on the CNN Morning Show.
No, you don't, and that's why we're winning.
From the front lines of America's leading political news and opinion, I'm Alex Datig with Front Page Index.
The sky is not the limit, So let's not just aim high. No, you don't have to see it, but chances are the chance may pass you by. So reach beyond the heavens